What do you want to debate about?
I personally feel like I don't feel like he deserved it per se. I'm not going to ever say somebody deserved to die, but I will say that he was barking up that tree, and I really personally truly believe that
Let
we'll
me
see.
ask you though.
All right,
What's your name again?
Key.
Key.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me ask you, Key. What tree was he barking up that you considered to be wrong?
I feel like he was upon in the Twitter. Twitter has like an agenda to start a race war, right? And there's certain prominent figures in this agenda, and I feel like he was one of the most dominant, prominent figures in this agenda to start a race war or incentivize fear in white people and self doubt in blacks. You see what I'm saying?
And how did he do this?
By blowing up every inconvenience of blacks and not treating any inconvenience of whites with the same standard. He just had double standard views on it, which most white people
The
do.
inconvenience, the things that he was blowing up, was it true or was it untrue?
Okay, it's true. I'll say true.
Get it back.
Okay.
Sometimes. Hold on. I'll say sometimes true. Sometimes true because sometimes there is bias in things he's saying.
Okay,
I mean,
then
I'm
we
not
would
even gonna
have
say
to
sometimes.
speak
A lot
about
of
we would
times.
have to speak about the specifics, but we
Specific.
can go
I knew
ahead
you were
and
gonna say that.
we can go ahead and I'll go ahead and entertain your general view real fast. So your general view is, well, I don't think that you said that you don't think that Charlie Kirk deserved to die, but you think that he was barking up the wrong tree that would
Validate it.
validate his death, meaning that his death was a rightful death. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, in a sense.
Okay. Got it. So if it is a rightful death, if you think that Charlie Kirk, his death was rightful, what's your distinction of rightful and he didn't deserve it? Because that's like basically a contradiction to your worldview. If it's rightful, how can it not be deserving? You would have to say that he deserves to die because you think that it was a rightful death.
I said it was validated. But with that being said, nobody deserves to die. That's my point. Nobody
So then
deserves to
how
die
was
at
it?
the hands of
Then
somebody
how
else.
was it? Okay. Then
But,
how was it validated?
but with the way that the world is, and you know how the world is, and it's not like this is a theory that people die or people assassinate other people. You know that, and I mean, it's like you saw what happened to Trump. He was low key in the same setting, and it's not like school shootings haven't happened on college campuses before. So, with that being said, I'm just saying I'm not saying
Hey,
he could have been
Key,
more safe about it. Yeah,
explain to me how was his death validated, but not deserved?
it was validated in the sense that he pissed who he pissed off, so they did what they did. I can't say he's wrong for using his free will to do that. He purposely egged it on, knowing that this was a possibility. So it's like you FIFO. I mean FAFO or whatever they say. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Trying to find
so
out. You know
this
what I'm
is
saying?
your reasoning. This is your reasoning to say that his death is validated because he knew the things that he was saying would irk people and make people emotional and trigger some individuals that could cause them to lash out. So this is why it's validated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's use your logic, right? So, are you in a relationship or no?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say if you don't want her to take any girls' trips and you know that this could cause conflict because she can have an emotional response to be like, well, shut up, Key. Let me do what I want. Stop trying to control me, right? But you know that this is going to cause her to have an emotional response. Is her emotional response validated?
I mean, I don't want to say no. No, I don't really know how to answer that
Okay.
question, but I want to say like no. I want
Yeah,
to say
no. Like, why
no.
would the
All right,
like no? Like, why?
all right,
How
for
can that
sure,
be
for sure.
validated? So let's map this onto what you just said. The
Yes.
hypothetical is the test if you're logically consistent. In her instance, it's not validated for her to have an emotional response. But in Charlie Kirk's instance, it is validated for that shooter to have an emotional response. It doesn't make any sense. It's a contradiction.
It does make sense in the grand scheme of you're dealing with one person when you're talking about your woman. You're dealing with a lot of different possibilities when you're talking about all these different people. That's what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm
Okay.
saying for real. Like I know
I'm
you
listening to
laughing
what
and
you're
shit, but like
saying.
listen to what I'm saying. Like you're not just dealing with one person. So like it's harder to make the distinction where you're saying I know my girl when I'm talking to my girl and I know her emotional state. You feel me? But when you're applying it to this shit, right? He's made it out of this shit successfully so many times. I'm just saying, like, I'm not the one who shot him.
You
You
know
feel
what,
me?
Key? You know what,
So,
Key? I truly believe that you are one of the people that Charlie Kirk triggered, and you are an emotionally triggered man. That's why I
no,
think that's the only
no,
reason why you are trying to say that his death is valid.
nah, he didn't trigger me,
The
bro.
only
I know
reason
what it
why
is, bro.
the,
It's a psyop, bro.
you're
It's
not
a psyop.
operating, no, you're not operating in logic. I just caught you in a contradiction. I caught you in a logical contradiction. So if you're not operating in logic, it means that you're operating out of emotion. And if
No,
you're
I am
operating out of
operating in logic.
emotion, listen, if you're operating out of emotion, which we can all see here, you're just one of the people
How am I operating
that's
out of
triggered by
Hold on,
Charlie
hold on,
Kirk.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Listen,
Listen,
you're
I
one
know
of
it's
the
your
people
podcast and
that's
shit. I know it's your podcast.
triggered
Just give me
by
1 second, bro.
Charlie Kirk
I'm
and
not.
his message.
I'm not. I promise I'm not. But can I say one thing real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
All I'm saying is how am I giving you an emotional response when I'm saying logically he should have thought about it like he knows it was a possibility judging that it's just common sense, bro. You literally go to these
Okay,
every
let me
day and
ask
you're
you
in
the same
public.
question to your
You're
woman.
in pub. Oh my god, you're in
Logically, your
nigga.
woman should
This nigga,
know.
man.
No, no,
Right.
same thing. Logically, your woman should know. Shouldn't your woman operate in some logic as well?
But that's not how women lead. That's biology. Women lead more with emotion. They don't
So
lead
there's
with
no
logic.
logical. So there's
I'm not saying there's none,
so
but I'm
look
just
at this.
saying
This is what you're saying.
biology
Think about
says.
what you're saying here. Let me wrap it up. So there's no
All right,
logical women out there, and if you're going to
I'm
biology,
not
well,
saying no
the
logical woman.
listen. Oh, okay, fair enough. Let's think about what you said. Well, the woman, she's not operating in logic. The man that assassinated Charlie Kirk, do you think that he was acting in logic? No, you already
Yes,
admitted he was acting out of emotions. He was emotionally triggered.
I did not say he was emotionally triggered. When we watched this back,
You
he never
just
said.
said
I
the
never said he
reason
was
why
emotionally
Charlie Kirk,
triggered.
you just said the reason why Charlie Kirk was assassinated is because his assassin was an emotionally triggered person.
I did not say that. That's your words. I never said he was an emotionally triggered person. That
Okay.
doesn't even
So
sound like something I
now
said.
you're gaslighting me. Do you
No,
want me
I
to go ahead and
never said that.
rewind the clip?
Verbatim for what I
Hey,
said
Wicked
was
Dreams, I see you back here. Find me the timestamp, the exact point of when he said this.
because
When
I
he
didn't say
said
that.
that the shooter, when he said that one of the main reasons why Charlie Kirk was assassinated was because people was emotionally triggered by him. Find me that timestamp so I can bring it up.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
there's no
because I
Fugazi
never said that.
podcast. What we do here,
Right.
we like to bring the
I watch.
liars to light.
Yeah, because I
But fair
definitely
enough.
didn't say that. I was saying that the reason that I said, nigga, he should. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm saying that he should have known. That's all I've been saying. I've never said the reason why. We haven't even got to that point yet. You haven't even let me speak that much. But I've said the dude only did that because the opportunity was presented to him to do that. He goes out and he makes it out successfully. It was going to happen eventually. That's all I'm saying. You triggering people every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I was triggered. Now I'm saying triggered. You feel me? But I'm saying like, yeah, bro, if you're constantly triggering people every day, it's just common sense that somebody's going to attack you one day. So I mean, it was a successful attempt, but I'm
Listen,
just
I,
saying.
I, I get what you're saying. Your argument is the reason why it's valid is because let's just repeat it
He
again
set
so you
himself up.
understand.
He set himself up for it. Yes, that's why I'm saying
Okay,
it's valid.
he set himself up for it. So with you, with
Yes.
the hypothetical, with you in a relationship with your woman, she's out there being insubordinate. You know that if you communicate with her, she's going to be emotionally triggered. Did you set yourself up for it?
You keep trying to bring it back to a woman, bro. But I mean, I
Did you
guess, bro.
set yourself up for it? You did. You know you did. Now that's the end of the debate. And
All
then
right.
you have to
Yeah, you do
you
this when you lose them, man. You be trying to like,
do it when I'm
like,
losing. Listen, man,
yeah, bro.
wait, what? Wait,
When you
Tom, you
losing them,
truly
bro, you
think
bring it, yes, bro, because you're not saying
you
anything. You're
truly think
just
that you're
saying a bunch
winning
of
this
nothing.
debate?
I know I am
Wait, you
because
truly think that you're winning this debate?
I have more reasons it was valid than you have. It wasn't valid. All you can say is because murder is wrong. I mean, and
Hey,
I
chat,
that's
this is
right.
crazy. Okay, so let's get down. Should I even give you another chance? But I will. You're up here. And I guess it takes a little courage to come up on here. We got almost 1,000 people that's tuning in right now, basically 1,000. So you said that some of Charlie Kirk's message, some of it, he was speaking truth. What parts of Charlie Kirk's message did you disagree with?
What parts of Charlie Kirk's message? I feel like Charlie Kirk's messages were through a rose tinted lens. You see what I'm saying? Because he doesn't have any experience to go off of. So I feel like when you get into these political, I think he knows that he was doing this. By the way, I think he was
Okay, Key,
purposefully.
just tell
Damn.
me specifically. Tell me specifically, what did you disagree with Charlie Kirk about when it came to his
Anytime he
political
talked
views?
about the black community, for the most part, I mean, I know
Oh,
there's certain things, but like when he
yeah.
talks about the black community, it's definitely from a racist white man perspective. It's not from a trying to
Okay.
understand history perspective.
Got it. So when Charlie Kirk speaks about the black community, it triggers you. Is that yes?
No, no. You're not about to give me the. I'm not going to say it triggers me because
Okay,
it
so then
doesn't
tell
trigger
me
me. I see
specifically.
content. No, listen. It's a, like I said from the jump. It's a psyop that Twitter has going on, where there's
Key, you're
certain
just
prominent figures, which he is one of them, that are pushing an agenda to start a civil war, start a race war,
okay, Key.
right? And I
Please
feel
let me
like,
know.
all right,
Oh, I understand you, Key. Please let
all
me
right.
know specifically what area in Charlie Kirk's message that you disagree with what he said about the black community. What specifically did he say that you disagree with?
Like I said, I didn't. It's not. It's just a white man speaking on the black community from a white man's perspective. It's always wrong. It's never 100% accurate or based in truth and based in history. They don't understand the reason why black people are like the way they are, and they don't give grace when they speak on it. That's my point. So
Okay,
if and then
so
when
you're
every hold on,
saying
listen, and then
that,
even when the white girl got stabbed recently, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's so quick to smear the black man and call us animals, but I don't see anybody calling the white man that just assassinated him an animal. You see what I'm saying? So I know for a fact there's a psyop going on. It's something deeper than what you
got it,
even are
Key.
realizing.
Key, let me ask you a question. You just said that, well, one of the reasons, one of the areas of why I disagree with Charlie Kirk, you never said anything specific that he said that you disagree with. You just said that you don't like the way he said it. You don't like his perspective on how he speaks on the black community. You never said what he said about the black community that you disagree with. You have a very feminine mindset.
Because
Women
all
speak,
of it, I
listen,
don't like
Key.
any of it. I don't
Women
like any
speak,
of it.
listen, Key.
Man, that's
Women
you.
speak
See, can you
indirectly.
respond without? Hold on. Can you
Stop
respond
it,
without
Key.
being
Stop it,
derogatory?
Key.
No,
Stop
you
it, Key.
stop it,
Stop
Cooley.
it. Listen,
You stop it, Cooley.
Key.
You're being derogatory
Key,
first before you
relax.
respond.
Calm
You don't.
down,
You
Key.
don't gotta do all that,
I'll
gang.
let you
You ain't gotta
respond,
do
Key.
all that. I know, but you gotta respond. I didn't
Okay, Key,
disrespect you in my
I let you
response. You see what I'm
respond.
saying? I
I'll
didn't. I
let you
didn't get. I didn't
don't get your
disrespect you
panties
in
in
my
a bunch.
response.
It
Oh
so
my
what
God,
happens
gang!
here is now I gotta mute you. What happens here is when someone gets triggered like you are is because the truth is coming out. Anytime someone is revealing the truth, they peel back the curtains, they get triggered. They don't want you to speak because he has a feminine mindset and you're speaking very indirect. I asked you specifically, what is it that Charlie Kirk said directly that you have a disagreement with? You say, I don't like how he said it. I don't like his perspective on the black community. That is not what I asked for, Key. You're speaking like a woman. You sound like one of these chicks that I have on the panel. That I'd be like, oh, who broke it with who? Well, I don't know. You know, like, it was the relationship. We just really didn't have chemistry, but you know, it was kind of like mutual. Like, well, chick, who broke up with who? Did you initiate the breakup? Oh yeah, I kind of did initiate the breakup. It's like I gotta beat it out of you like you're a woman. Speak direct, man. This is the problem with the black community. It's not like you that don't speak direct, that has this feminine worldview. Feminine, bro. Feminine. You're a girl. In man's clothes, you have the mind of a female. You can't speak direct. I'm going to give you another chance. I'm going to take you off mute. I actually giving you a platform. We have 1,000 people on. Please explain directly. What is it that you disagree with Charlie Kirk about? Don't go off and speak about this kumbaya, this middle stuff, this indirect junk. I don't want to hear that. Men, we speak direct. So speak to me direct. I'm kicking you off.
Kick me off, you.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Kick me off, you.
Oh, this gay. All right. He still don't want you out of here, bro. You out of here. He still don't want to speak direct. You see what happens, chat? I told you, are you not entertained? Debate night is what we do. We bring up these clowns and we obliterate them. Caught him in a contradiction very fast. I knew that he was a feminine black man and he suffers from the victim mindset because he can't even have a good coherent argument. Bro, what is it that you don't like about Charlie Kirk? Well, you know, I think his death was valid. Oh, it was valid. Like rightful? He says yes first. He says, yes, it is rightful. Then he walks it back like, oh, you probably thought like, dang, that's kind of evil. Let me not say rightful. Well, you know, I think it's valid. Okay, well, explain valid. He gives his explanation. Well, Charlie Kirk knows that he's going to trigger individuals if he speaks the truth. Then the simple fact that he's going to trigger individuals, he should know that it's a probability that he could die or consequences can happen. I make an analogy, map it on perfectly when we're speaking about validation. I make an analogy. So please tell me how, if it's the case that you're in a relationship and you know that if you communicate with your woman, she's going to be triggered and she's going to have an emotional reaction. Is she validated for having that emotional reaction? He says, no, she's not validated. Well, how is the person that killed Charlie Kirk validated because he had an emotional reaction? Please explain to me. Please explain that. Then he tries to lie and say, well, Cooley, I never said that the reason why the assassinator assassinated him because he had an emotional reaction, which we all know that that's a lie. I could rewind the tape back, but I believe that this is a genuine chat here and you guys all heard that, right? But he lied about that. So let's bring up some more people and let's see what we got here. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.